Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome into the video. This is Jeff here. This video, we're going to do step-by-step building an AI agent for real estate and specifically in personal branding. And what is personal branding? Personal branding, in my opinion, is just your communication channels. It's just, your personal brands, basically your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Threads, your YouTube, your Instagrams, your Facebooks, your Substack, whatever it is, the channels that you're using, your email, obviously, your newsletters, the channels you're using to communicate online to do lead generation and obviously get sales. And so realtors need leads. They need buyers. They need sellers. They need to constantly be doing prospecting. And so I wanted to build an AI agent that would post on all of their social media platforms for them week after week with relevant market data, new listings, different content, and with their own unique voices. And so if you guys are new to my content, we're building the one-man AI business. Sam Altman talked about how basically with AI, there's going to be the ability for the first unicorn billion-dollar company run by one person is going to be possible through the use of AI tools. And so the one-man AI business is something that I've been building for about 10 or so months. And part of the one-man AI business is the ability for you to actually sell AI infrastructures. And so if you guys are in real estate and you're interested in reselling some of these products and automations and AI tools to your friends, people that are in real estate, other realtors, then definitely take a look at this, because this is going to be a new kind of business model that you can deploy to make extra income, especially if the real estate market's not doing well, etc. So not only can you sell real estate and use these things to build your real estate brand, but you can help set up these same real estate infrastructures and AI tools into other people's companies and sell them from anywhere from like 3K to 10K a build. And you can do this on the side. So the first thing that I look at when, with the one-man AI business and AI infrastructures is entrepreneurs. Okay, this is entrepreneurs very generally need leads, they need sales, and they need installations or services or selling houses or whatever it is, right? And the goal here is to help you get to 100K selling these systems quickly. And so in this video, we're going to do a full build on a content infrastructure, which is part of lead generation. There's 4 parts of lead generation. There's content, ads, outreach, like cold emails, cold DMs, and there's a community infrastructure like a school group, a circle group, a Discord group, things like that. So there's really like 4 main ways, and we're building all 4 of these infrastructures. These are all infrastructures that if you follow along with my channel and you subscribe, you'll be able to follow along and build these exact same infrastructures on your end to spread your communication to the online marketplace and generate clients and generate leads and generate interest for your products and services. So specifically, if you're in the real estate market and you're selling houses, you're selling commercial properties, the content infrastructure is the first thing that I recommend building before you run ads. So you've probably been pitched Facebook ads, you've probably been pitched Instagram ads, cold calling services, dialers, all these things. And I just recommend starting with content. The reason for that is if you start with content and you're running ads and people are coming into your ecosystem, then they're going to see your organic content and they're going to get to know you faster. They're going to get to know you, like you, trust you, and purchase from you faster. And so your general communication, your general messaging, your general organic content that you're putting out is kind of the system that creates you customers. And so looking at the content infrastructure, the content infrastructure is really, your Twitter, your Threads, your LinkedIn, your YouTubes, your Instagrams, etc. And there's really like two forms of content. There's written based content, and there's speaking, so like video content. So like YouTube, this is speaking content. Writing, this is like your Twitter posts, your threads, LinkedIn posts. Obviously, you could put images and graphics on this. So like what we're building for the real estate personal brand agent, and we're going to get into the build here in a second, is we're going to build a content infrastructure that is specifically writing, and it's writing about the listings that are coming on in the local markets. So for realtors are going to be posting, valuable posts on autopilot across their Twitters, their LinkedIns, their threads, their Facebooks, their Instagrams, that are descriptions. They're written-based descriptions of new homes coming on the market. And these can be a certain genre or niche of the real estate market that you're going after, maybe townhouses or for rent or commercial. And it's just based on what your brand is in real estate, or if you're investing, new investment deals. And this is going to post 4 to 6 times basically per day. And so what I've done here, I'll get into this again in a second, is just for more technical stuff, I've actually set this up on a schedule. So this is called a schedule trigger. And we're working out of N8N, where every single week this automation runs on repeat, on autopilot. And basically what this is doing is, I'll show you kind of the main idea here. The system basically is pulling data from Zillow, from your local marketplace. You have a weekly trigger. And then we're pulling data from a Zillow API, which is just where data is. It just grabs the data. And we're doing an AI-generated promotional descriptions. So we could also do market reports. We could do research. We could add in your own personal brand voice, which, that comes down into prompt engineering. And so if you guys are interested more in prompt engineering and how you can accomplish this, you can jump into the links in the description. My one-man AI business playbook. Basically, you go here. The way you get this is you just come to my newsletter, subscribe to the newsletter. You get access to all my private repository of automations and AI tools that I'm updating in here on a daily and weekly basis as I build new tools. Like, for example, I built this tool from the previous video that I put out, which so the personal branding AI agent was the previous video that I put out, and that's in here. And then you can actually grab the JSON file for the actual automation and plug it into your own business. And we have coaching calls on setting that up. So again, I'm updating this repository with all the videos, all the automations right here in this chat. And you can grab that just by jumping in and putting your email in here, and you can get that for free. Anyways, in the one-man AI business playbook, I have a couple modules. One's on prompt engineering, another one's on AI content creation. If you click on AI content creation and you go into the ghostwriting GPTs, I believe this is the right one. We talk about how you can do voice mimicry with prompt engineering, how you can make the AI speak almost exactly like you, and the different concepts that go into it. So this is actually really in depth, and it's almost formulaic. The prompt is almost a formula of how you can make the AI sound exactly like you. And there's prompt examples. But the formula is something like this: the tone, vocabulary, sentence structure, pacing, metaphors, almost making it speak exactly like you do, and coming across to your channel in an authentic way, in a way where you don't even realize it's a robot. And so based on the data weekly, our automation is grabbing data from Zillow. It's grabbing data, and it's breaking that data down, and it's feeding it to an AI, and the AI is doing either market reports type content post, research content posts, new listings that are coming on, your own listings, homes that you sold, and it'll be doing this on a content calendar and on a schedule. And it's going to be posting 3 to 4 listings per day, across all your channels, so you don't have to go in on your LinkedIn and post every single post 4 times on LinkedIn a day, 6 times on Twitter a day, 5 times on Threads a day, 6 times on Instagram a day, 7 times on Facebook a day. This is going to hit, a lot of outbound point. This is so in terms of customer communication and sales, I think it's something like 8 to 13 interactions with you before someone purchases. And so this is making sure that everybody that comes into your ecosystem is getting valuable data about the marketplace. If someone's in the real estate market, they're going to want to know that you're a trusted source of information, that you're an expert, that you're doing the research, that you know average home values, you know how the market's turning, and also becoming that resource. There's other automations that I can plug into the system. This is by no means a total system. There's a lot of interesting automations you could do in terms of chatbots where your customers or your leads actually plug in a search query and they're able to get DMs, right? And you can collect the email and phone number of those leads and then have the AI DM your lead for you on different market research. And so having this automation in place where you can store real-time data of your local market in like a vector database or like a Pinecone database or even in an Airtable and reference the listing data on a week-to-week basis. It basically updates every single week. Then your personal brand as a real estate agent can grow. You become that trusted resource, and then you can put paid ads on top of that, right? And then you can actually turn on some paid ads, and you have this whole system turning where you can actually take advantage of those paid ads, where you can service those leads that come in. You can capture those leads that come in. I know a lot of you realtors maybe are trying ads, but you don't have automations, back-end infrastructure. You're not a trusted resource. You're not putting out enough communications, enough touch points for people to engage with you and interact with you. And that's what the content infrastructure and the personal branding infrastructure is going to do. And so we're going to break down exactly how to build this, how I kind of my process on building these things. And if you're interested in my other videos, I have a generalized personal branding agent. Again, kind of what makes this work is the prompt engineering, the ability to train an AI to speak exactly like you do and to feed it with topics and relevant information and train it on the market so that it can, one, it's researching the market for you and it's talking exactly like you, so you can basically hit on all these communication channels. You can hit on X, you can hit on LinkedIn, you can hit on Threads, you can hit on your on Facebook, Instagram, 4 to 6 times per day per platform, all autopilot, sounding exactly like you, which grows your audience. And it's adjustable. You can tune it down to maybe 1 post a day, 1 post a week, depending on, your audience size and the feedback you're getting from your people. So that's so the way I kind of broke this down, and for people who are interested, basically this is we're going to break down exactly there's a couple methods on which you can get the Zillow data for all you guys that are interested in that. And you can also get MLS data, but you have to have an MLS login. You have to be approved by the MLS. And similarly, we have questions about, does this post images? And the data set for the images is Zillow data, which is copyrighted by the photographers that realtors are paying to take pictures of those listings. So we can't just take pictures from Zillow and automate that. And so that's why this is all text-based and it's all research-based, market report-based, and descriptions of the properties that are coming on. And so with that being said, there's rules and regulations with real estate, but there are there are more automations that we could add. Obviously, there's more. There's an ads infrastructure, there's community infrastructure, there's outreach infrastructure that you can put in place where you can convert more and more leads that are coming in based on your outreach methods. So, with that being said, let's jump in to the video, and we will see you guys in the build. All right, guys. So we're here in the build. And I just want to go step by step over how this automation is working, and then we'll do a quick little example. So I'm just going to make sure that I can run a test flow here. so that we can see how this thing is working. So I'm executing, and it grabbed the Zillow API data. It split out the data and put it into a field. Now from this field, I can put it into a data table. I can put it into a database. I can store it. And now I'm looping over. So it grabbed a series of listings based on some specs, like I put in, homes with X amount of bedrooms, bathrooms between a minimum and maximum price. And this is all adjustable based on like user input, just from Telegram chat, like a Telegram voice, a text chat, any kind of prompt on the data you want. I can integrate it to Slack. And so you could just type in your Slack and then it'll get the data for the week like this, and it'll start running it. But I basically have 41 listings here that met what I was researching for. And what it's doing is it's looping over these 41 listings, and it's sending that data to an AI agent. And I'm actually using DeepSeek. So this is running on DeepSeek, which is not sending my data to China because I have it set up on a local host. I basically just have the model, downloaded the model. And DeepSeek is thinking about, so I'm putting in one listing at a time, and it's basically looking at the listing data and coming up with a promotional description of the listing. So based on the price point, the location, the address, based on how many bedrooms, the square footage, it's coming up with a nice promotional text, and it's going to post it to in this example, it's just going to run it to Discord, so I know that it came up with something. But it's really simple for me to come in here and just add in more nodes. So I could come in here and I could just add it to Twitter. I could just add a Twitter node. Let's see if this pulls up quickly. My computer's running a little bit slow here. We'll create a tweet. So it's real simple to dynamically send and stack systems on top of each other. So here I'm just adding a Twitter, and I'll just delete this. Sorry, my computer's running a little bit slow. So I would add a Twitter here. It would send it to Discord. It would send it to Twitter. I could add a LinkedIn. I could add a Facebook, a Threads. I could add all the social media platforms. And then it waits. And it waits about 5 hours, 6 hours. But, whatever time you can set, basically any time before it loops across the next data set. And so what this is going to do is it's going to publish a text-based kind of promotional description of the listing that met that field. Now, there's a lot of different ways you could set this up, as we said earlier, in terms of prompting the agent to do generalized market research. And it really depends on the data that you're asking Zillow for and how the AI is going to interpret that data, and how you set it up to give you output. And so all that's customizable. Even here, what I could do is I could add in a Slack channel, and the customer would then simply just send a message. Let's see. Customer would just send a message, and it would say something like, I want market data here, or I want research here, I want listings here. Create posts based on this. And the AI agent would have those tools, and it would create posts based on maybe market research for the week, or create tools based on specific properties. Or maybe you're focusing on a specific segment of the market. Maybe you're an investor, or you're looking for investment opportunities. The AI agent can analyze a data set and look for investment opportunities, and then publish those to your audience as well. And so this is taking a little bit while because I have the AI running locally, so on my own memory, on my own machine, and so it's taking a little bit to push out. But once it does, it'll be a text-based post, and again, you can publish it across any channel. And this runs, this basically runs once a week and then 5 hours between. And there's a lot of different ways you can configure this and set this up for a particular use case. So I just wanted to show you this quick build. And then I also want to talk about kind of my process, my thinking process around solving these problems and creating custom solutions. And so what I typically like to do is I like to map out visually, what the system is supposed to do. And then I'll get to work actually building it. And so this is just one kind of rendition of the system. And again, there's different things that there's different ways that you would configure your systems based on your exact needs. But in general, this would be a weekly trigger, grabbing data and then generating posts and then posting all across, LinkedIn, X, Twitter. And so if you guys have any questions on getting the Zillow data and things like that, let me know. And the last thing I'll add here is, I can just show you an example of how you would add in more data. So you could create a post on LinkedIn. All right, here we go, LinkedIn. So this would come to LinkedIn. This would go to X. This would go here. Delete this. And then when it was done, it would wait. And so you can do this indefinitely. You can do this with Facebook. You can add everything in here. This build is also being hosted in the Discord. You guys can jump into the Discord. The link's in the description. And it's here under Premium Coaching, which is behind a paywall. It's $17 a month, but you can come in here and get the automations. You click here, and then the JSON will be actually uploaded. So you can just copy and paste this and put in your own configurations and build it. We also have coaching calls in the free voice channels Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, where we'll actually help you configure everything. Basically, you come in here, you just download the JSON right here. So we have, everything's built out already. You just download it, put it in, and you're good to go. So hope to see you guys in those calls. If you have any other questions about this, please let me know. Any inquiries, just check the link in the description. Make sure to sign up for the newsletter to get more builds, more automations, more tools. I'm probably going to keep adding to this automation for more use cases in real estate, specifically an ads infrastructure and possibly a community infrastructure for the real estate niche. But in terms of building an AI business and reselling this AI infrastructure, you could come in and basically come here, sign up for the newsletter, or come in and sign up for the newsletter. And this is something that you can sell to other agents. This is a automation and a series of systems that we coach you through and can install the infrastructures in your business so that you can go and sell these to other agents, and we'll actually do the fulfillment for you. And so if you have realtors, real estate agents that you personally know that would be interested from this, well, first, let's get this installed in your business. But then if you want to sell it to them and make profit and make commission, we'll partner with you and actually do the full installation. So you don't even have to learn all this tech stuff. You don't have to learn how to build AIs. We'll actually do all the fulfillment, and we'll partner with you on the fulfillment as well. And so that's a whole program, and we can talk about that. If you book a call, we'll talk about that together. So just click the links in the Discord. They're all there. Best place to meet me is to just jump in the Discord. We have new members jumping in all the time. And the best place to talk with me is here in the free voice channels. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate your time. Thanks.